Hello, you're tuned into the Black Nation of Israel. This video is about the 400-year prophecy that's recorded in Genesis chapter 15, verse 13 through 14. I made two videos explaining in detail about this last year. I made one in January and another one in December. One of them is called Bible HR 1242, Bible prophecy video. I believe that was in December of 2018. Not 2019, but 2018. And another one is the slave trade prophesied in Genesis in 2018. In those videos, I explain in detail, and you would have a better understanding of the 400-year prophecy. You see, Israel was only in Egypt for 215 years. Israel was not in Egypt in bondage for 400 years. Israel was in bondage only in Egypt for 215 years. And if you look at both of those videos and look at those videos all the way, don't just look at part of it. Look at those videos, the whole video. You will see that you will see, and you have a better understanding of, you'll see that Israel was in Egypt for only 215 years. Because, see, Josephus was an eyewitness in the first century. He wrote the book of Josephus. That was a man who lived. He was an eyewitness. He was an eyewitness account, and he was an eyewitness. And he wrote that Israel was only in Egypt for 215 years in bondage. And it's okay to read other books outside of the Bible, because, see, history lines up with the Bible. History backs up and supports the Bible. Why do you think these universities and these encyclopedias, they mention Babylon in history? They mention Assyria in history. You see, history backs up the Bible. Now, I'm not saying every book outside of the Bible supports the Bible, but some books do. And one of those books is the book of Josephus. You see? Now let's read Genesis. I'm going to read Genesis chapter 15, verse 13 and 14. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs. You see that? Okay, continue reading. And shall serve them. Ain't we serving America right now? And they shall afflict them 400 years, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. Now I'm going to stop right there. You see the word judge? After 400 years, judgment will come. It didn't say nothing about deliverance. And I even said in both of my videos in 2018, when I made both of those videos about 400 years prophecy, that we was not going to be delivered after 400 years. It's judgment. I even stated that judgment will come. Judgment. He's going to judge America before we are delivered. I never said anything about deliverance being, we're going to be exodused out of America. I never said it. I never mentioned it. And I said judgment, just like the scriptures say. I go by the scriptures. I go by what the scriptures are saying. Judgment will come first before we have an exodus. You see. And afterward shall they come out with great substance. Then afterward that's talking about the exodus. Shall we come out, they come out with great substance. When it say they shall come out with great substance, that's hinting on the exodus right there. The exodus will come after judgment. Right now, the Most High, the Heavenly Father, Yahuwah, He's judging America right now. Look at all of these tornadoes and these earthquakes that's happening. And many other things that's happening to the Gentiles. They have a low birth rate. White, Edomite, Caucasians have a low birth rate. See, that's part of the judgment. Some of them have to take pills in order to have children. You see, that's part of their judgment. You see, 1619 is the identification mark of the 400-year prophecy. And some people say, well, they came over here earlier than that. But you don't understand that the Most High, Heavenly Father, He allowed them to put 1619. Because they are fulfilling His will. It's an identification mark. You see, and for us for the world to realize who the children of Israel is. He moved them to put 1619 in the history books when a few slaves went to Jamestown, Virginia. He moved them by His Spirit to put that in there as an identification mark of the 400-year prophecy. You see, and to let the world know who the children of Israel is. So yeah, Genesis chapter 15 verse 13 and 14 is not talking about America. I mean, it's not talking about Egypt. It's talking because Israel was only in Egypt for 215 years. When you read the Bible correctly, you will understand it. And also read the book of Josephus. He explains it. And also look at both of my videos. Look at the whole video. Don't look at just half of it because you'll miss it. Look at the whole video, both of those videos, and you will see that Israel was not. That Genesis 15 prophecy is not talking about Egypt. It's talking about here in America. And 1619 is a historical identification mark. You see. Yeah, okay. This is the end of the video. Peace.